Yeah, so you just saw the new Captain America movie, and I saw it a few weeks ago.
Right, and this is like the last day it's in theaters.
Yeah, so
April 30th.
Literally the last part of the
month, right?
This is the very end of its relevance as far as theater goers are concerned. So if you haven't seen it yet,
you're screwed.
Because this video comes out tomorrow. And
it comes out on May 1st. Well, no, you can catch it on May 1st. You can catch it on May 1st.
So, yes, I guess consensus is see the movie.
See the movie if you can.
See the movie if you can.
Don't pirate it because these people...
Yeah, please don't pirate. This is one of the movies that you shouldn't pirate.
It's definitely worth your money.
It's like Pacific Rim. Don't pirate Pacific Rim. Buy Pacific Rim.
Exactly.
Pirate the shit out of Grown Ups. Fucking pirate it and put it on a DVD and copy it and then just distribute it so no one spends any money on that horrible movie franchise because they're coming out with Grown Ups 3.
Oh.
And in that one, I think they all commit suicide.
The ritual suicide of Adam Sandler and
associated acts. They die, and I think they have fun, hilarious, gross-out humor in heaven. Or in hell.
I know where I'd be. Or
they get reincarnated as pubic lice, and they have fun there.
So it turns into a CG animated romp after the death of everybody.
No, they put on garbage bags and jump around in a bamboo stand and pretend.
Oh, okay.
It's Grown-Ups. It's not about effort.
I don't know. I don't want to know how much that CG deer ended up costing them.
It cost them maybe...
The CG deer pissing.
It cost them a CG deer and some guy that they probably had to cut out with a hose going... And then, But who cares? Because Adam Sandler's a fucking bajillionaire. And
this is true. Well, but
he can finance... Yeah, but let's talk about the...
good thing.
The good movie, and that is... As I crouch to get in frame, that is Captain America, the World Police.
The Winter Soldier, which is not a very appropriate name for this movie.
No, because it's not really about the Winter Soldier.
Though he is cool and he does have a pretty good showing. It's not about him. It's not about the Winter Soldier. It's barely about Captain America.
Yeah, it's more about... It's almost more a movie about Fury.
Yeah, it's about S.H.I.E.L.D. It's about, it's a movie about the world as a whole, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole, like how it deals with its problems.
Oh, and before we talk about anything else, obviously, spoilers.
Oh, yeah, there's...
If you haven't seen the movie, just stop. Don't even watch the rest of this.
Because
We're gonna reveal everything, every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is Don't watch us. It'll be like the time you played Mass Effect 2.
And then you ruined Mass Effect 2 for me.
No, I didn't ruin it.
Oh no, the game ruined it for me.
He was walking through the gantry, and he hadn't played Mass Effect 2 yet, and he was walking through the mess hall, and I was like, just try to avoid things, and just right out of the blue, one of the characters who are sitting in the mess hall just goes, I can't believe the Protheans are the Reapers. It's like...
There you go.
Great.
There's the plot.
So yeah, don't watch this movie unless you want to know that the Protheans are the Reapers.
Obviously. But okay, so let's go back. And
So anyway, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s been overtaken or has been
Okay, so let me spell it out. So back after World War II,
after World War II,
we, America in the real world, we hired a lot of German scientists.
Von Braun, most of his rocket team.
Yeah, because they had a lot of advanced technology and ideas that we had the money to create.
Well, they had... Operation Paperclip was more the atomic scientists and the rocket scientists because we wanted to get ahead of the Soviets because they had captured a lot of the rocket technology as well.
Right. But in the Marvel universe...
They also got people who worked with Hydra.
Yes, because the ancient organization that has existed long before the Nazis did, like centuries upon centuries before the Nazis existed, they believe that we beat them in World War II. They should no longer be loyal to this
Well,
this crazy insane group.
It's actually more implied that Hydra's been with Shield from
The beginning. It's there from
it's
the
been
beginning.
with it's been with the U.S. government from the beginning.
Yeah,
The elements of it have been, so it's not really that that Shield was naive and thought that it wasn't going to go away. It was,
everybody was naive.
no, it's that everyone who was in charge was paid off or was being influenced.
And I guess so Hydra, big reveal here if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Hydra's behind everything.
Hydra is behind it all.
Hydra is behind everything. Actually, Hydra was behind Tony Stark. That was the whole mess with Tony Stark. Killian from Iron Man 3, they're behind him. Everything was this big shell game to push Hydra's goals. And when you saw when things got out of hand, like in Thor and the Hulk, that's when they started upping their game. So Captain America 2 is essentially about S.H.I.E.L.D. and various other parts of our government and stuff like that, all kind of going into their final phase and making a super awesome death weapon so they can to rule the world.
Well, kill a bunch of choice people and rule the world,
Right.
basically.
20 million, I think, was the number thrown around a lot.
Which, 20 million out of, what is it now,
Seven
seven
billion.
and a half billion people is still like a drop in the... I think it was 20 million on the East Coast.
But
And then it would be a whole bunch more.
Well, no, it's 700,000 on the East Coast.
700,000, so just 20 million worldwide?
That's what I heard. I think that was the number that was thrown around a lot.
That's a bad flu season.
But at the same time, you can't. Our heroes could not let that happen because a victory through means such as that is a meaningless victory. Also, the bad guys have the gun.
The bad guys have all the big super floating death fortresses.
And they've got a shield. And that shield is actually pretty the thing that I think you have an issue with one particular thing in the movie. My biggest issue
I have a very slight issue with two things in the movie. One is aesthetics and the other is just realism. And I know realism in a comic book movie,
right.
It was just something that struck me, and I give them both a pass because, again, it's a comic book movie.
The thing that bothered me the most in that entire movie, and it's one of those things, is, like, I understand Captain America can practically do anything with the shield. Like, he can bounce it around on anything.
Yeah, he can bounce it and
But
everything.
he takes that to ridiculous levels in this movie.
At least he uses it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not like he just hides behind it and shoots. I mean he uses it to facilitate anything else. Like he takes down a jet with it. He just straight up takes down a jet with freaking repulsor engines.
Well, it's a unbreakable.
It's vibranium.
Vibranium.
Yeah, because they can use vibranium and they can use adamantium. They just can't ever use any other characters that
They can't use any X-Men.
Except
They can't even say mutant
no, they have to use Inhumans
or metahuman.
Yeah, which are and mutates, which are very different things in the Marvel universe. But still, they can't use any of the X-Men,
Which is a shame too.
Wolverine. I want to see Wolverine on this team.
Well, yeah, I'd like to see Wolverine and Spider-Man join the Avengers and have it like it actually is in the comics. I think that'd be
really cool.
a really big clusterfuck of a movie.
It'd be wonderful.
In terms of how to write it, that'd be an awful lot of characters to keep track of. But I think they could pull it off.
Well, okay. Well, I think the thing that would make that okay is that the way the Marvel movies are set up is that each character, at the very least, gets a movie about them. Like each major character gets a movie about them, or gets time in another movie to really start fleshing out.
Except for the Arrow guy.
Yeah, okay, but
I guess Hawkeye's just not important.
he really isn't. Like, I think he's cool. Hawkeye's cool. I think Hawkeye's cool, but in the grand scheme of things, Captain America's more important. Tony Stark's more important. The Hulk is more important.
Black Widow.
Black Widow's getting her own movie.
She is?
Yeah, she's getting her own. There's a lot of rumors going around that she's going to get her own movie.
So Black Widow's more important.
Yes.
Um,
Thor is more
Thor
important.
is more important.
Yeah, Thor.
So really, Hawkeye's just.
Hawkeye's just there, and also, I don't think Jeremy Renner signed up for another movie. I don't think he did.
I guess he's just bored now. I guess the character Hawkeye either retired or is just hanging around.
No, it's weird because in the comics, Hawkeye's got his own solo, which is doing fairly well. It's written by Matt Fraction.
Yeah,
and
but this is the cinematic universe.
Oh yeah, well yeah, maybe. Honestly, I think he was killed. No, I shit you not. Because think about it.
They tried to kill everybody.
Yeah, it's Hydra, and he's hurt. He's hurt after the Avengers, right? Like he doesn't have the near amount of bullshit that Captain America.
No, he's got an impressive bow and arrow skill.
No, he also was utterly mind fucked by Loki, right? And in Thor 2, you see how that can affect somebody.
Yeah, but I think they pretty well covered that.
Not on him. They showed him fighting it, yeah, but it showed that this other guy lost his friggin' mind.
I fell asleep in Thor 2.
Thor 2's okay. Thor 2 is okay. Thor 2 is better than Thor 1, which is hard to say for any kind of like movie sequels. But
oh, hi dog.
But
which one are you? Hi Rachel. Rachel wants to say hi.
But the thing about Thor 2, because it succeeds in doing the one thing that Thor 1 never could make me do.
Oh, what?
Give a damn.
No, I'm talking to Rachel.
Oh.
Hi Rachel.
Oh, hey Rachel.
Oh.
But
wanna say hi? Oh no, it's dog. Rachel.
Oh.
Oh.
She's got that look on her face.
Yeah.
But there was but Captain America 2, it feels the reason these movies work is because the reason the Avengers worked is because we already knew everybody. We didn't need a huge introduction for most characters. There's a lot more to Hawkeye, but for the movie to work as a whole, the movie does not suffer because Hawkeye is there or that we don't know that much about him. What we needed to know about him is very cursory. It's very simple. We knew that he was an incredibly useful SHIELD agent, and him and Black Widow had history. That's really all we needed to know for the movie to work as a whole, because we didn't need to be told who the fuck Thor was, or who the fuck Iron Man was, or who the fuck Captain America was. We already knew. So when these characters interacted and had to, and just came into conflict, you understood why immediately. So let's say this new Spider-Man shows up. We already know him. We know what drives this kid. We know what he's like. So if when something comes up, when he does something that he would go ahead and do, we don't have to sit down and explain like.
And we don't know who Hawkeye is?
Well, we know who Hawkeye is, but we don't need to know that he was raised in the circus to be an assassin. Do we really need to know that? Mm-hmm. See, but you didn't, because everything in the movie that he needed to do is shown immediately there.
Okay, so that means he's not in a movie?
I don't think you could do a Hawkeye movie. I just don't think the character has enough clout.
I think that it would be very funny as a joke after the end of all of the end credits for every movie to have the rest of the Avengers show up.
Just the rest of the other Avengers.
Well, I mean, say it's Captain America and everybody,
mm-hmm.
and all this stuff is burning in the river, and all of a sudden Hawkeye and Tony Stark they just run up like, okay, we just got here.
Iron Man's gonna be in the next one.
We just got here. All right, what's the situation? No, we took care of it.
It's more like it's gonna be like Hawkeye and like War Machine, and then Falcon just shows up.
Yeah, they just run on the screen at the last minute.
And even characters we haven't been introduced to yet just kind of show up. Like all of a sudden there's Dazzler of all people show up. It's just like
it's like I'm here. I just got here.
By the way, this huge backstory. We don't have time for that.
No, he's about to say, "Who are you?" Well, and then the credits. And this ends. Where are you from? I'm from.
I want Black Panther, honestly. I want Black Panther in the next Avengers. because he's cool as shit.
I did like Hawkman. Or Hawkeye.
Hawkeye's cool. Hawkeye's
Hawkhead. What's the guy?
It's Hawkeye.
Falcon?
Falcon. Oh, yeah.
I liked Hawkface.
Birdman. There's a lot of bird.
I liked Falcon.
Yeah, he was cool.
He was pretty cool. I can't say this. This is the aesthetic thing that I didn't really like. I'll give it a pass because it's a comic book movie, but aesthetically, the Hawk wings looked kind of stupid because they are a big silver pair of anatomically correct hawk wings. Falcon wings.
Yeah.
Hi, Rachel. And they have, like, metal feathers. Hi, Rachel. What? You can walk upstairs if you want to. What?
What's up, hon?
Oh.
What is this on your face?
What? She's got
some gunk.
She's got a face thing. What? What, Rachel? What? Oh. All right, hold on. I'll deal with this. Hold on.
I guess I'll just talk to the camera for a moment.
Yeah, you just talk to the camera. Come on, Rachel.
I liked and we'll get back to his thing about Falcon, but one thing I thought was interesting about Falcon is that they really addressed and it felt sort of odd is that it addressed sort of his it addressed his history like in recent conflicts, which is something that they haven't when they're talking about like real military conflicts. I mean, yeah, they of course kind of brushed over it a lot, but they showed they showed the VA, and they definitely showed a very like they showed something that I thought wasn't exactly. I'm gonna spit this out eventually. I think it implied heavily that Cap had PTSD, and that was interesting because, yeah, of course he would have that, but it felt like he was handling it by just staying in it. And that's why he had this whole conflict about who he was. Was he a soldier? Was he a spy? Well, I think ultimately what came out of this is that it was this realization that Captain America is a hero. He's not a spy because he doesn't like lying. He's not a soldier because he tends to go do his own thing. And I think Falcon as the character helped him kind of come out of this shell and decide really what he wanted to do with his life, which is of course it's the hero's journey kind of stuff, but I think it was done fairly well in this movie. It's hard to screw up the hero's journey, but it's really interesting to see how you can take someone through it. I think Falcon was a perfect sidekick in this because he never felt like a sidekick. Like no, everyone felt like even though Captain America has this super soldier serum and Black Widow has these gadgets, he fit in so perfectly. He fit in right into the whole ensemble, and he has this great chemistry with Cap. Of this just like I'm your friend, I've been there. He was able to kind of carry a lot of the weight that Cap was carrying around that he was taking with him, and that's the mark of a good sidekick, I believe. I was actually worried how they were going to showcase how he fought, because I didn't expect to see, and this might sound weird, I did not expect to see that many guns in this movie, of all things.
No, there was a lot of guns.
There's a lot of guns.
A lot of guns.
This is
a lot of blood.
a lot of headshots.
A lot of blood.
Yeah, like this was this more violent than Avengers?
Yes, because a lot more people die on screen directly.
This is true. A lot of people are just shot, just straight up shot in the face.
I like it. I like seeing a lot of people die. No, I mean it because all these movies. Mm-hmm. Iron Man 3 is especially guilty of this. Whenever anyone dies, mm-hmm. it's either off screen or they have a little blood coming out of their mouth and they put a little blood on their shirt, and that's it.
Yeah.
And this one, people get fucking exploded.
I think
There was a guy lit on fire, and
I-
not digital fire. It was real fire.
Oh yeah, I actually noticed though there's a lot of what they did practically.
Yeah,
Looks really good.
I really appreciate I appreciate this level of gore in a movie that's what was it, PG-13?
It's PG-13.
I appreciate that amount of gore in PG-13.
This movie does a lot. I guess one thing that makes this movie so good is that it doesn't feel like a superhero movie at times.
No, it doesn't.
But
it feels more like
Like a spy thriller.
it feels more like Born Identity.
Yeah, that's what
it feels like.
It feels like, especially when there's scenes that like I feel were ripped straight from Born Identity. When you see the guys walking around and all of a sudden the audio of the place goes out and you hear that kind of like low echo and he's picking up little things. That felt like it was almost ripped directly from Born Identity, but it works so well.
Yeah. So back to the Hawkwings.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought they looked silly, and I thought they served really. I mean, practically, they didn't make any sense because this is a world with repulsor drive, lifty things.
That can safely be put on someone's hand.
Yeah. So the Hawkwings, the articulated.
Right.
Correct with feathers and everything. Is that to like scare the enemy? Is that a weird esoteric form of psychological warfare where they think the gods are attacking?
I just think I don't.
Is that another aesthetic choice by Hydra? Yes, we will make it look like they are angels that are attacking for symbolism about the gods that we stole the technology from. And
Well, okay. Well, the thing is that's not shield tech.
We will eat this strudel.
The jetpack isn't shield tech. That was implied to be just military, just straight up like American.
Okay,
military.
so the military made metal feathers?
Yes. Understand, this is the same world. This is the same world in which Tony Stark is considered to have good ideas.
And the military put metal feathers on this thing.
Yeah. And there are politicians who occasionally. There's one scene in the whole movie that gets me.
You're talking about the scene where the politician
From Iron Man 2 whispers into the
okay, about that scene, that is the one scene I think in the whole movie that I didn't like because of how transparent the guy was.
Yeah.
They build him up to be just utterly completely unlikely. He's fat, he's got this.
Well, he's the guy from 2. He's the
Yes,
one
I
who
know,
was,
and
who was
he's
grilling.
And he's all like, "Oh, I'm so hot, and it's humid out here. Oh, my ankle. Did you? Hail Hydra." I guess he goes in the short bus on the Hydra get-togethers, or all the guys are together, and he's walking in there during a Hydra party. He's like, "Hail Hydra!" Ooh,
and
Hail Hydra.
Red Skull and Madam Viper just go.
And they're like, "Oh God, he's here. Why did we invite him again? I have no idea." Hey guys, I'm in Hydra, aren't I? Yes, you're in Hydra. Hail Hydra, hail Hydra.
Mostly it was probably because.
Why do you smell that way? Oh, we here in Hydra, we don't use deodorant, right? No, we use deodorant. Oh, I didn't know that. Is there an official Hydra deodorant? Oh God. Oh, I swear, I just want to get hit in the face again.
We will make one. We will make one. No, I think the thing that bothered me most
Can I get my brain put in a computer now?
The thing that bothered me most about that scene is what happens if because he didn't seem like he was completely in the know about everything, right?
No, he didn't.
He just seemed to be one of the ones they had in his pocket, right? What happens when he's talking to someone in S.H.I.E.L.D. who isn't a Hydra agent and accidentally just goes, "Hail Hydra."
What?
Hail
Hydra, what?
It's just the amount of...
Hydra, we're all in Hydra. What? Oh, never mind. Wait, aren't you all in Hydra? Wait, what?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that was one thing that bothered me. I think one thing that was really brilliant was the Nick Fury car chase scene.
That was a great car chase.
I love how that opens, though. I love how it opened.
Just the car hits him?
Well, no. The scene right before the car hits him, where he's looking at it and he looks to the two cops and he goes, "Want to see my lease?" Like it just perfectly. It just like you could immediately tell something was up, and it just set the tone. It just set the tone that Nick Fury was about to fuck shit up.
Although two things that are plainly obvious in the movie, and you don't even really have to think about them. One, it's plainly obvious Nick Fury is not dead.
Oh yeah, well he's Nick Fury.
And it's plainly obvious that Winter Soldier's Bucky.
Yeah.
Those are just the two things you pick on up right away.
Oh, and that Robert Redford's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obvious.
You get that.
Well,
that's all pretty obvious.
And you don't, and if you knew anything about comics, like if you knew anything about Caption America, Winter Soldier's Bucky. But even then, even if you didn't know, like ahead of time, it's still it's.
But man, did they do Winter Soldier right?
Yeah, like there were so many opportunities for them to screw it up.
There really were.
Like there was because one thing I was worried about was, okay, it could be the situation where, oh, he remembers and he's pissed, and it was going to be this like this whiny guy who's been frozen like 6 or 7 times that he didn't get to that he was betrayed and lost or something like that. But no,
he straight up doesn't remember. They've tortured it out of him.
Yeah, and there's the scene where Pierce sits him down. It sits down and is trying to talk him out of his episode. That really got to me.
He seems. I've got a holes in my mouth, but he seems a lot like a disturbed teenager.
Yeah, but without the angst.
Without the angst, but with definitely like a schizophrenic teenager. That's what he really looks like.
The thing about him is he looked like someone who desperately needed answers and who never got them.
Oh, he just looked like someone who was confused. Someone who was being used and didn't know they were being used or much about anything.
Yeah. I think
just kind of screwed up.
And they lead into Cap looking for him.
Yeah, they do.
And that's good because I want to see this. I want to see them use him. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him as kind of a backup Avenger.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
he's got a cool.
The robot arm. I remember when I first saw that. I was like that. I thought it looked really lame. Like it looked tacky at first. Like because the first time I saw it was in leaked images, and I'm thinking, oh god, that looks like tinfoil. But really, when you look at it, it looks pretty functional.
I never got it. I always thought it looked pretty cool.
Well, yeah. Well, when I first saw it, it was in like really poor resolution pictures, and it's from a distance and crap like that. And
well, okay.
So I was worried, and even though I saw more of it, I was so worried because I hadn't seen it in movement. I hadn't seen it move. I hadn't seen it act. And the way they make that arm seem so much more dangerous than the shield. The choreography in this movie is...
The fight scenes, the hand-to-hand stuff is always good.
Oh my god, it's clever. That's the thing. It wasn't just punch. It wasn't just like, oh, we're gonna do kung fu. There was really clever staging of how they use all the tools in their arsenal.
Yeah. Although I keep going back to the aesthetic stuff. I keep going back to the design stuff. I guess if you think about it, the flying things were...
What, the airships?
Yeah.
Well, they're the helicarriers. They're...
No, yeah, but the huge fuck-me ball in the center.
Oh, well...
The big, obvious, hit my soft spot right here thing. And it's a standard trope that I hit in sci-fi a lot, and I don't really understand it. It's the same it's the Star Trek problem. If you're going up against the Enterprise, where are you going to shoot? Well, how about the bridge that's sticking up right there?
Or how about the little flimsy little rods that are holding the nacelles? Nacelles, yeah, just little things holding the nacelles.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, looking at that, at the design, like, why isn't the brains of this thing behind like a bunch of stuff, like deep inside why is it in a glass sphere?
Because it looked cool.
That just says, I mean, it just screams, "Shoot me here."
Because it looks
I mean,
cool.
complain about the design failures of the Death Star all you want. It doesn't have... I mean, it's not like there's a huge glass port where you can look in and see the reactor.
Well, no, because anywhere on the ship you could see the reactor. Because they didn't have railings any fucking where.
I meant from the outside.
Oh, true.
Like, from the outside on the Death Star, there wasn't a big glowing red patch that just said, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, shoot
Except
me.
on the second Death Star.
Okay, well,
Where
the
you
second
could see
Death...
where you could like
The
see the
second Death
Emperor's
Star was
room
not
from a mile away.
finished. It was not finished. The second Death Star was not finished. But you get my thing
I
here with the...
I understand what she's saying.
Again, comic book movie, but still, it's a big fuck me ball. It's an enormous fuck me ball. That's what it is. Also, Hydra has a space station.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
When?
You didn't see that?
No.
You didn't see that they were in a space station?
No. I'm
Yeah.
confused here.
Yeah, they're in a spaceship.
When? Is it the thing at the end?
No, it's not the thing at the end. That's a bunker. I mean,
Oh!
the targeting thing.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, that's a shield thing. Oh, technically it's Hydra, yeah.
So they have a space station.
Well, yeah, but... Oh, that could be Sword. Well, no, that's probably still Hydra. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, Sword is the, is in the Marvel Universe, it's the thing that we use to, if S.H.I.E.L.D. deals with threats on the planet, Sword deals with threats near our planet.
Thanos.
Probably Skrull,
Which
Kree.
they keep hinting at. They hinted at just a bunch in the Thor movie, and
Oh yeah, and then all the little, pretty much Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel Guardians of the Galaxy is just gonna get all the Infinity Gems together.
Thanos. They're this hitting, this beating. They want to get Thanos.
Yeah, but we're gonna get Ultron next in
Yeah.
Avengers 2.
Yeah, and that'll lead to Thanos.
I don't know how Ultron leads to Thanos, but you know, hey.
Somehow.
Oh, Ant-Man. That's gonna happen soon.
Cool.
Yeah, Ant-Man's gonna be pretty cool.
Is that going to be a part of the official Marvel thing?
Oh yeah, totally.
Is Guardian of the Galaxy a part of the official Marvel Universe movie canon?
Yes.
So there could potentially be an Avengers Guardians crossover? Or
Oh yeah, totally. I can see that happening. I can especially see that happening if you want to involve Thanos, because if have you seen Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the TV show?
No.
Okay, there's an episode where they where the Guardians of the Galaxy meet up with the Avengers, and one of the things that they do is they kind of warn about Galactus, like as after they have their little mission. So you know there could be plenty of reasons why they cross over.
So who is more dangerous than Galactus or Thanos?
Okay, well you can technically kill Thanos. Technically, but that's only if Death wants him dead. He's kind of in love with her, and
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for that to crop up, or how that's going to crop up.
and he
in the
kind of
movie.
wants to give the entire universe away as some kind of dowry for their eternal marriage together, which is
I can't wait to see that.
that's
He just wants to kill everyone. Why? Because he loves death.
like literally he's in love with the physical embodiment of death.
Which is a beautiful woman.
Well, sometimes it's just a skeleton.
Okay.
And then the one of the major problems is that Death is in love with Deadpool.
I can't wait for this to happen in the movies.
But and then of course, but Galactus you can't kill. You cannot kill Galactus, because if you kill Galactus, you take the universe with him. You take our universe with him, because he's kind of the Phoenix Force, and the Infinity Gems, I think, are linchpins of reality, and if you remove any of them, everything else goes. So, and Galactus, I mean, yeah, Thanos wants to kill everything, but Galactus literally he just devours planets. So I don't think.
Now was Galactus the thing in the
second Fantastic Four movie?
Yeah, was that?
Yeah, that was technically that was that big dumb space tornado was
the space slug.
No, tornado. There was a space tornado.
Oh, I thought it looked like a slug.
It may as well have been, because it would have at least been something, not a space tornado.
Slug. So Galactus is a giant space slug?
No, he's not really anything. He's something. There's Galactus has this weird habit. He's sort of like a he looks however whatever species looks upon him wants him to look.
So humanity wanted him to look like a big space slug.
No, that's what Fox wanted him to look like because.
So the Fantastic Four, are they getting a reboot?
Yeah, they're getting a reboot.
Are they going to be a part of the official Marvel thing?
No, they're a part of since they're still owned by Fox.
Fox, can you just give everything back?
No, because
so
money.
we can have cool movie
We're
again.
getting Daredevil back. We're getting Luke Cage. We're getting Iron Fist. We're getting. I mean, those are miniseries that are going to be done like street level heroes for.
Wait, isn't Luke Cage part of the Street Fighters?
No, and you're thinking Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. Okay. Luke Cage, also known as Power Man, was this is a real progressive character. It was one of the first black superheroes in the Marvel universe, and his superpower is the fact that he's bulletproof. Like he has bulletproof skin. That sometimes doesn't happen. Also, his best friend is Iron Fist, who is the world's greatest martial artist in the Marvel universe.
So Bruce Lee?
No, because he's a white guy.
Ah, so Vladimir Putin.
Huh? No, because he's not evil.
So Chuck Norris?
Ooh. Less Irish.
So the fat guy from
Seagal?
Yeah.
Less fat.
So
not even young Seagal was ever that thin.
So
it's Iron Fist.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a big dude, but he can't fight.
He just punches his fists into people.
He's just a huge dude. Anyways,
they're gonna remake the Terminator.
They probably are. But we're supposed to be talking about Captain America.
This is a disjointed talk. We don't have to talk about anything. We could segue into a conversation about tin cans. You don't know. It's disjointed talk.
Well, speaking of tin cans, Iron Man's going to be in Avengers 2, right? And he's technically going to be the guy who creates Ultron. But James Spader is going to be voicing Ultron, and not Paul Bettany, who voices Jarvis. Now, I think that Ultron is going to be like an alternate AI, designed to like protect and help him out. Well, like it's going to sort of like because okay, do you know the origins of Ultron?
No.
Okay.
I'm busy.
Ultron was created by in the original comics.
Created by Hammer.
No, he was created by Hank Pym.
By Hammer?
No, Ant-Man. Ant-Man. Hank Pym, Ant-Man. He was created by as a robot that was going to help him fight crime, also kind of sort of act as a warden to their interdimensional prison in the Phantom Zone, I think is what it's called. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Or Negative Zone.
All right.
Yeah, and Ultron was made to be perfect. Perfection is his goal.
Okay.
He then deemed that humanity, and also thus his creator, was imperfect, and then went on
Skynet
that
deal.
Yeah, he went Skynet, but unfortunately he was also created with incredibly advanced technology that made him super powerful and,
godlike.
Yeah, but instead of like oh I've hacked into the mainframe and everything, he just punches people with death rays.
He punches people with lasers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So I'm assuming his body is probably going to be an old Iron Man armor, because that's
kind of looks like it.
Well, that's kind of what they've been teasing. Like they had the Iron Man helmet and the teasers, and it kind of gets cut out to see the Ultron face into it. So it's probably what it's going to be.
I think there was sort of a hint of that in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, Yeah,
Sort of. When the suit grabs her at night.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it wasn't Link with Tony Stark.
Well, there's the because his psychosis could definitely be making. Even though technically at the end of Iron Man 3 he's kind of dealt with a lot of his problems. There's probably still a lot of problems going on. He's not a completely stable individual by the end of that.
Well, he's
on the mend.
We're all speculating. We're speculating about a movie that's not going to come out until 2015.
Yeah, I think 2015.
2015, which, by the way, is when the New Horizons probe is going to see Pluto.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so we're going to get pictures of Pluto in 2015.
Awesome. Speaking of the other movie, there's a teaser. The teaser at the end of Captain America too.
Yes.
Which has Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Who they can't call mutants, who are not going to be related to Magneto in any way, who are probably going to be very not exactly like their original.
Well, the time of miracles is coming.
Oh yeah, that whole
the time of miracles.
And nothing is more terrifying than miracles.
I liked Scarlet Witch. What they did with her with the blocks, and she's like, the block explodes.
I liked seeing Quicksilver freak out because he can't move. He can't get out. So he's kind of banging up against them. That was cool.
Yeah,
That looks better than the ones that are going to be in Days of Future Past. Quicksilver in that looks really dumb.
Well, it's Days of Future Past. It's this year's obligatory
X-Men movie.
Wolverine movie.
Well, the thing about that one is it's not going to be so much about Wolverine. It's going to be more about the cast from First Class.
You say that.
I say that.
Wolverine is in it.
But there's going to be a scene. There's going to be a scene where Magneto goes, "It's not all about you," and then Xavier's going to go, "It's completely about you, Logan."
It's going to be it's not all about you, and
Roman.
Yeah.
And then he gets called a Ronin.
So what do you think next year's obligatory Wolverine movie is going to be?
Wolverine in Paradise. It's going to be a 3-hour long montage of him taking a vacation. There's going to be a scene where he's cooking hot dogs on each of his claws.
So when do you think they're gonna replace Hugh Jackman?
Never.
He's eventually going to die.
He's eventually going to die, but he's in great shape. He's not losing any money off of it. He's
in great shape, yeah, but what are they going to do in 2080 when they have to come out with their obligatory Wolverine movie?
Then Hugh Jackman 2.0 will finally be complete. You can roll him off the production. They'll roll him off the production slab. And if there are any defects in his coding, we'll bring him right back and put him back in the culture.
They'll recreate him in a computer. We'll always have a Wolverine movie. We'll have Days of Future Past, and then we'll have the movie where...
Okay, so they're going to do Days of Future Past, and then they're probably going to do Apocalypse, because that seems to be the big one. That seems to be their big final game. Their final gambit is the Apocalypse.
And then they'll have a movie about Wolverine getting all sad and having to discover himself again.
Why don't they just do Old Man Logan? Have you heard about that story?
No.
Old Man Logan takes place way ahead of time in another alternate future where Wolverine even though he's sort of like an immortal Wolfman thing, is getting older. And this takes a considerable amount of time to happen. And there is only one thing that can kill him.
A silver bullet.
No.
An adamantium bullet.
No, not a bullet.
Penis.
No. It's a magical, I shit you not, a magical katana that can harm regenerators.
Did you see the Wolverine samurai movie?
No, I didn't see the Wolverine. The Wolverine.
You should watch the Wolverine if you want to see something that can apparently harm a reanimator.
It's dumb.
It's a heart spider.
You know what can harm a reanimator?
It's a robotic heart spider.
It's the third movie of the Reanimator series.
They're gonna remake that.
Really?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, I'd love that.
They're gonna remake it and.
Can Trauma do it again?
No. There's some guy you've never heard of who worked as DP on Spy Kids or something.
I don't care.
Because it's the Reanimator. Who the fuck's heard of that? I don't know. Let's make money off of it before everyone who has heard of it's dead.
Can they get Jeffrey Combs to come back?
Whatever.
Oh man, I love Jeffrey Combs.
Maybe they'll
like
get,
him in Deep Space Nine.
They'll get some other thing. They'll get some other person.
Well, I mean, they're doing a reboot of Leprechaun. Oh, well, going back to this actually brings up something when you were talking about Hugh Jackman ever not being Wolverine. Let me illustrate to you how much he loves playing Wolverine.
No, I know how much someone loves getting money.
No, he went on Monday night, WWE Monday Night Raw, in character.
Yeah, okay.
And argued with Magneto over the freaking big dumb message thing, and got chokeslammed by Kane.
Okay.
This is how much he loves it. He's willing to do dumb shit like that.
Did you hear what Stone Cold Steve Austin said about gay marriage?
Oh, yes. He's a great guy. He's a great, great guy.
Did you hear what...
And WWE has supported gay marriage. They have the very first openly gay wrestler came out earlier this year.
See, of all the sports...
Well, hold on. Okay, hold on.
What?
Are you really that surprised?
No, I'm not surprised that a bunch of guys who wear tight pants and
Oil each other up and then slam and throw
slam
each other
around might be gay. I'm just thinking of all the sports that most people who I associate with probably not liking that. Of all the sports, I would assume that wrestling would probably have the vast majority of them. That and football.
Well, you know, I love professional wrestling. I think it is one of the most purest forms of theater.
I don't care about it at all.
I love it to death. I think it's the exact. If the fans of wrestling are homophobic, you just have to describe the sport to them, and they immediately lose their argument.
So the other thing that I didn't quite like in the movie was
Go back. Oh, Armin Zola.
The computer dude.
Yeah.
Again, I give it a pass because it's a comic book movie, but there's no way you could imprint someone's mind on 1970s computer technology. There just isn't.
Well, in the 1970s, apparently, Harold Stark, or what is it? Howard Stark. Howard Stark came up with a new element that just needed Tony to finish off.
Yeah, but it's a human brain on reel to reel, which doesn't work. You can't. If his mind was truly on, I can tell you that computer bank would have gone on well past where it stopped, and he would.
But he said there
probably
was 20,000 square miles.
Like this. A lot.
He said there were 20,000 square miles.
Yeah, you need more.
Square miles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dear God.
Also, I'd like to know what the hell was powering that thing. Was there like a nuclear reactor under there, and why would they just suddenly bomb it?
I don't know.
I thought he was important.
No, he wasn't important anymore. He already gave him the algorithm. Oh, because there's this algorithm thing that he figured out that.
Yeah, there's the thing that's integral to the plot or whatever. But don't worry about it. So why would they bomb him?
Because Captain America's there, and
or why didn't they just transfer him onto something a little more wieldy when the 1990s rolled around?
Well,
were they just purists? Like, yeah, we could put him onto disc, but. You just don't get the Armin Zola quality on a disc. You've got to have it on tape, man. We wanted to put his brain on vinyl, but apparently we can't do that because it's not regulation or something. It won't work or blah blah blah.
The amount of fidelity that you get from
you could get 10 times the fascist fidelity on vinyl than you can get on disc.
Oh man!
All that work, all that money.
In the comics, Armin Zola is this like dumb robot looking thing with his face like all plastered on.
It would have been cool if he was a robot with a brain in it.
That would have.
I would have liked that.
Okay, I could have bought that.
Like they just decided to leave him down there, and he's all covered in spider webs, and he just like.
What if he was like a death robot? That would have been cooler.
Yeah, he's deaf and he can't hear anybody.
No, like death robot. Like if he's some like kind of killing machine with guns attached to him. Like,
well,
like a Wolfenstein kind of deal.
Or maybe like half a body or a head floating in like green goo or something, but all across the like all those. I don't know. It just looks silly. I mean, again, the comic book movie. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it looked like you could see the reels moving around. I'm just thinking, the long and winding road that leads to your, like and not only does it replicate his mind, it replicates his speech, and he's able to cut together montage movies on the fly.
Dude, listen. He had he had Adobe Premiere long before everyone else did.
I can tell you, even with 28,000 miles, which, by the way, 28,000 miles of reel-to-reel tape, not 28,000 miles of computers. But even on that, you could maybe put 4 DVDs? Maybe 5? I'm not sure.
I love the fact that becoming a computer didn't get rid of his monologuing gene because that was my biggest disappointment in the first Captain America movie is that the bad guys who really should have gotten a monologue, like no character really got that great character defining monologue. Not even Red Skull really got one.
And Red Skull's got a red skull.
I mean, well, he's Red Skull. He's the.
So when is he gonna come back?
I don't know. I hope soon because if they really want to keep us like dragging along and not blowing the Thanos load that soon. Like if they want to give us
They gotta keep doing the foreplay on this Thanos thing.
Like if they really want to fuck with us, like in Avengers 3 isn't about Thanos. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, like Thanos gets mentioned maybe
Once.
like in a quick little like aside, but it's gonna be like the Masters of Evil. So there's of course but it's so bad. So it's Crossbone shows up, maybe Taskmaster. Mandarin, it's Trevor or some shit with Rio magic this time, and Loki.
Like got just real magic, dude. They did all this stuff.
And Loki's all back because fuck you, he's Loki.
He's Loki.
He's popular.
Who saved you? A bunch of fans. Fans save me every time.
Well, now he's pretending to be Odin.
We could. What if we shot you in the face, Loki, and you died? Well, I'd come back to life because of fans.
They also do the I'm sorry, but in Avengers, when they're taking him away and he has the fucking mask.
He's got the Bane mask. Bane's in it.
Like,
He crosses comic book reality.
Captain America, this really can't hurt you because I'm just on a lot of drugs and you're a superhero. This is not a fair fight.
You merely inherited the movie, but I was born.
They dropped. Speaking of just dropping people in the middle of a movie, they dropped the name Stephen Strange. They mentioned Doctor Strange. They just said it.
Doctor Strange.
Well, they said Stephen Strange. That's
Stephen Strange. And Doctor Strange is a necromancer, or he's a thing? What is he?
He is Sorcerer Supreme. He is one of the most powerful magical users in ever at anywhere.
In ever.
Yeah,
He's one of the most powerful magical users in ever.
Yeah, he's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Who was too busy to save Peter Parker's mom or something.
Can we not talk about when Peter Parker last hung out with Stephen Strange, because that
It's
was
gonna be really cool.
That
when
was
they
one more
bring up
day.
Mephisto.
don't no, one more day doesn't happen. One more day isn't
really
happening. One more day
It'd be
isn't
really
happening.
cool if they brought up Mephisto in the movie. Like something happened.
Well, no, Mephisto is still technically owned by Fox,
Oh, really?
because that's a Ghost Rider villain.
So damn it, Fox, can we just have everything, please?
No, because
Because then Mephisto can interact with Spider-Man.
I don't want one more day to happen.
And then Spider-Man could be all angsty and whatever, because he had got
Oh yeah, because not only it's like, okay, I got my girlfriend's dad killed,
I got my girlfriend's dad killed, and
a thing of milk, a bottle of milk is the reason my uncle's dead.
and my perm's not right.
My childhood friend is becoming a monster, and now I've got people who I've done nothing immediately against want to kill me for no good reason.
Why are you describing my life?
Did your primary caretaker, like the person who raised you, die because of a bottle of milk?
No, I just assimilated them.
Did you get bitten by a radioactive spider and
No, but I did blow up Black Mesa.
oh.
No, did you get bit by a radioactive spider? No, but I did stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Whoa, someone's
What?
that's rough enough. But no.
Holiday Inn Express rips off COD.
But
This movie rips off COD.
oh, definitely, with all those guns and
All those
soldiers.
guns and soldiers.
Yeah, this you should not see this, because it rips off
It just
COD.
rips off COD.
And everyone knows COD was the original Marvel Universe movie.
COD came
COD first.
COD
before even Spider-Man.
COD was there before Batman. Because Batman is a ripoff of COD, because in COD there are caves. Bats live
You're really
in
going,
caves.
you're going there, aren't you? Oh.
Bats live in caves.
So
and
what about,
Batman's based on bats? So Batman rips off COD.
So what do you think about Superman versus Batman, that movie, whatever it's going to be called?
I don't know. I didn't like the new Superman movie.
Mm.
I wasn't a big fan of the last Batman movie. Put them together
I don't
with
think
a different Batman.
it's going to be a different Batman. I don't think it's going to be the same kind of Batman.
Then I don't know. I mean, if they can figure out a way, go for it.
There's plenty of ways you can have.
I just thought those two were like buddies.
Well, yeah, but you've got to.
They got to fight first.
Well, no, it's not. It's not really going to be a versus. It's just going to be.
They just show up one day.
Well, I mean, okay.
It's going to be an extended movie.
Any good superhero team up starts with the obligatory misunderstanding fight.
It's going to be a movie version of Deadliest Warrior. Batman.
Master,
After witnessing his parents being killed, he scours the globe, becoming a master of every martial arts. Superman, alien from parts unknown. Although, okay, parts from Krypton.
from planet Krypton. Yeah.
He has the power of the sun. These two will face off with some stupid thing that calculates bullshit.
Wonder Woman's also showing up in that.
Oh, cool. We can, Wonder Woman.
Hey, hold on. I think it's when's the last time anyone gave a shit about Wonder Woman?
I don't know.
Other than people who care about comics.
When is someone gonna give a shit about her now?
She's in,
How much you gonna bet that her part is utterly forgettable?
I would really be upset about that, because Wonder Woman is like
She's
one of the most important characters in the DC universe. Like, she is. Like, they describe there's a trinity in the DC universe.
yeah, but here's the deal.
She's
She's not Superman. She's not Batman.
no, she's Wonder Woman.
She's not Superman. She's not Batman.
No, but there's oh, it's
Look, there's two monies. Okay, there's Superman money and there's Batman money.
but what I'm saying is there can be a third type of money, which is Wonder Woman money.
No, there's Superman money and Batman money.
Why?
Because look, we have figured out that 12-year-olds through 16-year-olds like three things. They like Batman and Superman fighting. They like COD, and they like tits.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Well, if you want to go by that incredibly small criteria, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she'll be in one of their movies for a quick thing. But we've also figured out that audience is threatened by women. So, you can't have a movie, but she can be on there. Because money. Because that's how it works. It's money.
I'm still waiting on the day for a good Aquaman movie.
You can keep waiting. You can keep waiting.
Just waiting for a good Aquaman movie to come out.
His origin is he was covered in oil from the spill out in the Gulf, and he gets superpowers from the defoliant and stuff they sprayed on it.
That's Aquafire. That's Aquafire Man. That's not Aquaman.
It's the origin of the Toxic Avenger.
There's a movie that could use a remake.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Toxic Avenger could use a remake, maybe.
Might be cool. They're making a remake of Johnny Five.
Oh, Short Circuit?
They're making a remake of that.
I don't think you could do that again.
I don't think they should have done it the first time.
True.
They
got away with murder the first time.
In this movie, everyone's going to be in blackface instead of just one person. What else? They're remaking.
Well, yeah, they're remaking Leprechaun. WWE Pictures bought the rights to the Leprechaun horror movies, and they're remaking it. They're putting this fella called Hornswoggle, who's a resident midget wrestler, as the star of it. I don't get it.
I don't know. But who else would you have gotten for it? I mean, Peter Dinklage is too respectable.
I wouldn't have done it. I mean, it's just like...
Well, you've got to do it because money. There's a big sack of money there. We got to get it.
But there isn't a big sack of money. I don't see that movie making any money.
Then clearly you don't understand how money works.
Clearly.
Look, money works like this, okay?
Okay.
You've got this thing here. This is money, all right? And then...
That doesn't look like money.
Look, and then that's how money works.
Okay.
And also movie. We need to put movies in it. That's why we're remaking Egg-Legged Freaks.
You know... No, hold up. You can do it.
I actually did not... I did not think Eight-Legged Freaks was terrible.
No, I'm saying you could remake it. You could remake it and make it good.
I don't want to remake it, though. I don't want to remake Eight-Legged Freaks.
I would make a...
It'd be like remaking Night of the Lepus. But that would be a funny remake if they did it.
I would get Judd Apatow to make that one. Or the guy who did Attack the Block.
See, money works like this, and then you just kind of throw it.
I wish money worked like that, because then I'd have some.
Then you could take that money and you could put it into the movies for them to make
An Aquaman movie.
An Aquaman movie starring whoever played that dude from Twilight.
Robert Pattinson, or the other guy?
The werewolf.
Because there's a lot of guys who are like
the werewolf dude.
Actually, I'd cast it.
Also, the movie takes place in the desert.
You know what?
Also, the movie.
If I made an Aquaman movie that took place in a desert, it'd be like a snuff film. It'd be like a 2-hour epic. It'd be like Aquaman gets like the first 10 minutes, the first 30 minutes of the movie is Aquaman like this big epic huge fight. He's like it's exactly what you want out of an Aquaman movie.
And then he's tossed into the desert.
Yeah, he gets knocked the fuck out and
all his fish friends are all in the desert, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'm sure someone."
And there's like a beach whale. There's a whale just sitting there
next to a saguaro cactus,
and it dies. Like no, Aquaman's sitting there after just getting knocked the literal fuck out. And he has 2 hours of him like having hallucinations and just like going through the desert.
2 hours of his skin falling off.
That's it.
He runs into the hills, have eyes. They have their way with him.
I don't think it'd be that bad. I mean, he could pull moisture out of stuff. He's got hydromancy.
Yeah, but all the things that he would do that with are all dead anyway. It's all dry. He runs into a cactus, but it's dried out. There's a mummified snake. There's a big crate of mummified watermelons. just to taunt him. A crate of water bottles, but they're all empty water bottles.
The cloud in the distance is just
The cloud gathers and it starts coming up, and then just. And he just becomes a mummy. But he's still alive, so he's in horrible agony.
And, so then Black Manta just shows up in some like mantis, in some like a manta ray themed airship, and goes like, "Hey, dude, fuck you, 'cause I'm Black Manta." Because that's his whole point. That's the whole point of Black Manta. He just hates Aquaman. He doesn't have no reason. This is a man who hates Aquaman so much that he pretended to be retarded. He pretended to be mentally retarded, so so Aquaman would feel bad for beating him up.
So anyway, you should go see Captain America too. You should go see Captain America too, because it's really good. Anyway, this is Cute Fuzzy Weasel.
This has been Nassuman.
Alright, signing out.